how to go from this to this. To get that, I'll be using this Blender add-on. Here's the scene we will work with. Let's start by initializing the add-on on this scene. The add-on scanned the scene and listed all the simulations. It also listed all animated geonodes and frame drivers. We don't need those in this scene, so we disable them. Besides simulations, I also need to slow down the character. For that, we'll add an action box. There, we put all the actions we want to be affected. In this case, it's the girl, as well as the camera action. Now you might ask, how do you find the right action name? It's pretty simple. Just go to the action editor and copy the action name. Now let's add the camera and hair mesh actions. Now we can click on Apply to bind all of this to the add-on. As you can see, nothing changed. Let's click here to select the scene speed timeline. Now we can add our first keyframe. Let's find the perfect spot for it. I want it to slow down right after the impact. Here's where it should be fully slowed down. I'll go for a very dramatic speed drop. Now let's define where the drop starts. Click on Update to apply the changes. It starts too soon. Got to push it forward by a few frames. I also want to make the transition curve a bit steeper. This way, it almost snaps into slow-mo. Click on Update again to see the changes. Still too soon. What I love about this add-on is how easy you can adjust the speed, even when your scene has dozens of simulations and actions. This looks about right. One thing you need to know is that the add-on doesn't stretch the timeline length, which means that if your project frame rate is 60 frames will always equal to 1 second of time. In this case, I want the slow-mo to last for 1 second, so I'll just move the playhead by 60 frames and keyframe it. In this animation, the girl also cuts a piece of fabric. I want to slow that part down too. For consistency's sake, I'll just copy the keyframes from the previous part. Maybe make it a bit steeper. Click on Update, and let's see what we've got. Perfect. Let's just make it go full speed at the end. And this is how you go from this to this.